Hello there, sweet cheeks. I'm noticing, especially in the PulseChain community, a lot of people are feeling deflated. And that's because we had a boop, red candle, and it's normal. That's what happens. You get the flush up, the dopamine comes in, everyone sells Richard buying, Ethereum's biggest estrogen dye wallet, now purchasing, yes! And then stop. And they're like, oh, what happens next? It's very tough, isn't it, friends, to go through this over and over again. That's why when the party finally starts getting moving, it's the end. Because no one wants to leave. Because it's stop, start, stop, start, stop, start. Stop. Oh, now the party's starting. No, it's over. You see? But I want to show you something. The truth is that, you see the candles here, friends? This is Bitcoin. These candles are Bitcoin. And the orange line is the altcoins, all right? Now, if you notice, when Bitcoin starts distributing, so look at this, okay? See how Bitcoin goes up? It distributes. Now, after this point, what happens to altcoins? They flush up. See that? Now look up here. Bitcoin distributes. Will the altcoins go up? And then Bitcoin goes up, distributes again. Altcoins flush. Bitcoin goes up, altcoins flush again. Okay, so what I've actually shown you is as Bitcoin distributes, the altcoins flush, and you get this like relative move to see what's happening. Now, this also happened back in the previous cycles too, friends. This is basically all everyone knows. You see this, okay? So now this was 2017. This was like an enormous one. See, when Bitcoin distributes here, altcoins flush, goes up, distributes again, and altcoins do this absolutely mammoth ballistic move. You gotta imagine, man. Altcoins here started from 80 billion valuation, and then they go up to the 300 billion. So that is freaking enormous. Like in 1 month, you do 4x in the whole index. Isn't that huge? That's excluding Ethereum, by the way. That doesn't include Ethereum. Right, that's huge. That's every other coin doing bang, 400 billions of dollars. So all the rotations come up and down, bang, bang, bang. That was crossing the chasm though. Now, we're wondering, hey, can you show me what it looks like today? Well, this is what it looks like today. It's actually in line. All right, so we are right in line. So what we're actually waiting for, obviously, as you can see, we're waiting for maybe, just maybe, friends, Bitcoin has some sort of flush. I don't know if it is, okay? You can keep going up. But longer it goes up, it doesn't matter. Just these things are going to rocket even harder. So altcoins are relying on this Bitcoin. Maybe it flushes up. Maybe altcoins come up like this. But then on this recovery part up, altcoins probably smash. But look at the difference, man. I mean, if you look at the left-hand scale, you're going from a 500 billion valuation flushing up to like 640. And you're thinking, wait a minute. That doesn't look like that's huge. It's only 140 billion valuation. Yeah, man. I know. It's only wise for you to conclude it's slowing down. Yes, we can't keep rolling this roller coaster over and over again. Diminishing cycles, diminishing gains. People are learning this stuff. People know, oh, okay, we're here for altcoins. This is what happens. Everyone's learning this game. That's why they're front running this stuff ahead of time. There's less euphoria as things start to poke up. So most people there, they're concerned, right? Wondering what's happening with PulseChain, PulseX, and Hex, and everything else. It's the same thing everywhere else. Looking at Chainlink, $19, $20. That's all everyone's waiting for. Everyone's waiting to see what this thing happens to do. But I've shown you, it's basically coming down to Bitcoin, waiting for Bitcoin to stop. You know, if you look at the total index, this is total crypto market cap. It's still like 1.9 trillion. It's in this golden box. You know, you're trying to look for clues here and there, but ultimately at the end of the day, you know what it comes down to. Bitcoin, that chart I just showed you, okay, we're both of them. Bitcoin has had its flush up. This is it right now. Let's actually zoom in. Bitcoin has had its flush up. Everything is correlated to it. And then once Bitcoin eventually does the little zippity-doo, maybe distribution, these things follow, and then we have a rush up. But unfortunately, the orange line, okay, remember we're watching the orange line. If the orange line goes too far up, it's the end of times. Okay, you can actually see it even in the past cycle. Right, you can actually go down and have a look. When, yeah, this is the crazy part here. When you had the altcoins rushing up so far, it was literally over. That's it. See, they finally go up. And up here, by the way, they're just move in line. You see that? They move in line up here. That's why this was just a fake Bitcoin, Ethereum, the top, some sort of scamming complacency rally type of thing, even though at the end of 2021. But this was the big one. You see, this was alt season, friends. Look at this. Bang, 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 bang. Look at this. Alts don't pull back. You see how Bitcoin pulling back, pulling back, pulling back, pulling back. You see that Bitcoin pulling back? But now I'm going to show you green. Altcoins do not pull back. They go up here. Snap, down, snap, snap, snap. Bang, bang, bang. Look at that. You see that huge rocket. But then it's all over. And then it literally all over. Okay, this was literally, if we go back and we see, around here was the top of Dogecoin. The top of Chainlink. The top of everything, friends. That was basically it. This is the Dogecoin chart. Okay, that is on a monthly chart. But you can see, right? There you go, May 2021. Even if you see it on Chainlink, everything, friends, basically pretty much topped out. There you go, May 2021. Litecoin, you know, even though it's moving with Bitcoin, you could just see, here we go, April 2021. So many things, friends. You only had unique coins, 10% of them that didn't top out in that. They were able to continue up here, but this was different, unique. This was Cardano at like $1.40 to $2. So I know, wouldn't that suck, right? You get out of your Cardano ADA and then you watch it go up and sit here at $3. You think you like screwed it up, but then it actually shouldn't have even been there in the first place. That's why people who just click and walk away do the best. If you sit there and you're looking at all the dips and stuff, like imagine this, man. Imagine you're watching Cardano go down and you're watching this level. You think like, oh, it's going to go up again, right? It's going to go back up. No, but it comes down, down, down. That's where we are now. All right, we're waiting to see, okay, are we going to get some flush up of the altcoin? So that's, I don't care about being right. I want to make money. So if we get a big alt season continuation, like I just got to show you once again, it's relentless, man. It's relentless, but it's not relentless in the way you think. You're thinking, okay, relentless. I'll take my 10x from here. No, man. No, it's not, friends. It's actually like if you look up the alt season here went from 400 billion to 900 billion. Yeah, there's $500 billion in altcoins going up. Mind you, remember, the orange line does not include Ethereum. It does not include Ethereum. So we're waiting to see, do these altcoins, do they continue to do this flushing up here where, look at the orange line, okay? I'm going to show you the orange line. If you look at the orange line for up here, that is 800 billion valuation. Today, it is 550. So effectively, if we go up and we have some sort of big alt season up here, you're adding 250 billion valuation to everything outside of Bitcoin and Ethereum. It does include, you know, Tether. It does include those. You know, we can even have a look at what it looks like with if you're looking at the others index. And what I've done is I've just changed it to others. Now, others is outside top 10. It doesn't include the stable coins because we don't want to include them. We don't want to keep the stable coins in there included. I just want to see everyone's like insatiable demand, the hunger for those altcoins, those sweet, juicy poop coins. That's what we want to see. Right now, it is 237 billion. We're looking at the left-hand side. And if it goes back up to this April 22, it goes from 235, to 360. So it's like 120 billion. That's what we'll be looking for. Looking at this orange line, we'd like it to see like some sort of like zip up that. But then it might be over, just like it was over here. Okay, that's where we were actually trying to look for it. Now, just be honest with yourself. You're thinking, wait a minute. If the whole index is going to add, right, maybe 130 billion outside of the top 10, and Richard Hart's ecosystem is already 6 billion. If Richard Hart's ecosystem does a 10x from here in this alt season, we are adding basically 60 billion, okay? 55 to 60 billion. You're thinking, wait, does that make sense? If everything is going to add 120, how are we going to add 60? But what I've helped you do is I go, that's basically, it lowers the odds that the Richard Hart ecosystem move is a 10x from here in the next 60 to 90 days if this continues. That's basically what I'm just showing you right now, okay? That's what I'm showing you. So from today, if we went up, Eric Wall, snap, like we go all the way back up here. So that's what it would be doing up here. You basically take over everything. So, a lot of people get upset at these. I don't know why you're getting upset. I'm just showing you charts and numbers. Like, I wasn't the one who did the sacrifice. I wasn't the one who did any of these trades. I wasn't the one who sold. I'm the one buying. I'm the one making videos, okay? So you got to redirect the anger at yourself or the people you believe when it comes to these, okay? Everybody gets sold a narrative somewhere. So if we're not going to go this high, where would we go? I don't know. I honestly don't know. We're not even counted in the proper index. That's something, it's just, I don't know, it's up to God. The trading God himself. I don't know. Okay? Play some gentle angel music just so we're aware. You got no idea. That's why you just got to stay long and strong. I don't have the answer. No one has the answer. You're like, I don't know, you're cheap. Okay? I don't know, you want something more concrete? Everyone's like, we will go to exactly this line. I'll tell you right now, someone knows the answer, but they don't even believe it. There's 300 people guessing. Sure, 5 are going to get it right. They don't even believe it themselves. Otherwise, they'd probably be leveraging it right now. So looking at Pulse, obviously everything, friends, rotates with the liquidity ratio to this. But if we were, so you put it on a regular chart just so you can see the real move. If Pulse, look, I'll just be completely honest. I don't want this to happen, but I'm just, okay. If this was any other coin and I was looking at this chart, that's what I'm pretending. I don't know the coin. I don't know the founder. I don't know you. I don't know anything. I'm just sitting here with a straight back and fluffy slippers. It kind of feels like in this alt season, right, we go back up to the PulseChain launch. That's what it feels like. And you might say, well, I don't like that because from today, that's about a 2x. You're like, I didn't hold this for a freaking 2x. I know, man. I know, friends. I could look, I can, if you want, okay, I can just do this for you and go, whee! I can do that for you, right? What does that do though? I just gave you some dopamine. Yay! That's it. That's not reality, is it? Okay. That's basically what I'm just being truthful for you and saying, well, that kind of blows us, doesn't it? Because you're going back to launch price. So you got to go back up here, rinse and break even soy boys again, come back down. Maybe there's a crash at the end of the year. That drop is another 50%. You come back down. And we got to come back up and we do this and we're finally ready to go next year. Maybe that's it. Maybe literally that's the whole chart. But I don't know. I just have no idea. And then this part, everybody's going to be like, wee. By the way, no one's even going to like this because this is only still like 8x above day one sec. So just telling you, yes, you're only a 2x away from when everybody looked at their portfolio. That's the other way to look at it. Right? So let me say that again. We're only a 2x away from when everyone looked at their portfolio on the PulseChain launch and regret not selling before it did the 90% drop, okay, for Hex and everything else. We're a 2x away. So you kind of think psychologically, if we got back up there, people are going to have a look again. Does that mean Rectum Rochelle comes out, click sell? Does that mean BankX click harder instead of offering, they just start? I don't know. Just things happen around there. Does it mean goes there and stalls? Okay, I'm just helping you flesh things out. If these numbers aren't high enough for you, I don't care. What do you want me to do? I'm trying to buy. So just trying to flesh things out. Now, you don't have better alternatives out there. That's the thing. If you do have better alternatives, you better not hold through their token unlocks. Okay, so everybody's basically in the same mess. We're hoping that Bitcoin stall flushes everything up. That's what everyone's doing. And everyone's just guessing. They're like, oh, even though the index, so if you see the Altcoin Index, friends, it's about a 2x. So the Altcoin Index, the others index, if you see it, it's from here up to, there you go. It's about, that's 34% for the Bitcoin price. But if you have a look at the percent, at the dollars, it's 235 to 360. So what I'm going to do is just calculate how much percentage you're adding, 53%. Okay, that's if it just goes up to the May 2022, March 2022. What if it, you never know, man. What if altcoins just surprise you and hit to the top? So effectively, look, you're only looking at plus 50% up to 2x. Now that's the index average. Okay, I'll repeat again. The index average is suggesting if we smash it up is a 0.5x to a 2x, that range. You hope, and I hope, that you're holding bags that give you a multiplier on that. If the whole index is doing around, 50% to 2x, you're hoping that PulseChain, PulseX, and Hex, they don't do like up to 2x. They do like a 6x. That's what we hope. It means you're basically doing a triple on the performance of everything else. But it's hoping and coping and praying. What do you get for that? Obviously, it'd be an absolute disaster if you just did a 2x, because you're like, wow, I took all this risk. I could have bought every single coin in the index that has nothing to do with the ecosystem and got the same return. But we're not playing for that, right? We're playing for something more. So I've just basically shown you where we're going, what we're looking at. We're basically in this nervous period. What's going to happen, and end of times comes after that, friends. So just let you know, okay? Literally, end of times comes. So if by May, remember, they're going to, expect it. If they cut rates here, just imagine we do something like this. We actually just rock it up. We rock it up and then snap, or we go back up, snap. Maybe something like that happens. I don't know. But just think about up here. Okay. Look, if we zip up here, you might just want to go, you know what, I'm just gonna literally get out a third and then just rebuy back in 6 months. Because I know I'm talking rational minded now. It's not gonna be easy, but I promise you, friends, every single time there's a spike up in these altcoins, everyone says it's just getting started, but you need rinsing after that. Okay, and then also, to final word, you might say, well, why even hold? Why not get out of everything? It's because the big one you're looking for is Bitcoin breaking the all-time high. The money injected to thrust Bitcoin above its all-time high gives you the mammoth Altseason. That's actually what we saw up here. This was Bitcoin breaking the all-time high. You got to see Bitcoin around 20K right here. Bitcoin and altcoins go up. Bitcoin continues up. That's basically it, the big move. This is what you're waiting for. So even though I think, hey, maybe Bitcoin does stop at freaking 80K, which is around up here, it doesn't really matter, right? Eventually, that move up that Bitcoin does, this move around this final zone here, that move on the altcoins would make it very advantageous to be in altcoins for that final move. So that's why I'm thinking maybe it's a double bubble of alts. We have a big thrust now. Once you sell off for the rest of the year, and then Bitcoin does like this giant colossal run. It takes 1 to 2 months to break this all-time high in this run, and then it stops, and then altcoins come again. Obviously, just guessing. Don't know. 4-year cycle. It's astrology for men at the end of the day, okay? Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, all. Tell mom and dad you do love and appreciate it. I'm going to catch you very soon.